Hello, friends. Zita here, coming to you from Vancouver, Washington. This is Bagley Downs Community Park. Today is Sunday, February 26, 2020, day 33 of Stay Home, Stay Safe. And today I'm feeling really good. I feel like I've reached a new level. I'm starting to really enjoy my routine and not be so anxious about the future. I'm doing really well with my students. I'm learning a lot about online teaching. Actually learning a lot from my middle school and high school students. They help me a lot. I'm using Zoom and Skype. I'm in a little basement room, and I've been fixing that up and getting better lighting. I'm going to get a backdrop. I'm really excited about that. I do, after talking to one of the guys from the Music Center today, they're talking about a pilot program this summer for us teaching actually group music classes, which will be a challenge for me. I used to teach group before. That was in person, not on the internet, so we'll see how that goes. But after talking to him, I realized I really miss my students. I've lost touch with a lot of them, and we won't be having our end of the year recital. But they're talking about allowing us to have little performance groups, which would be so cool. So there's a lot of things I miss of my old life. It feels like so long ago. Wasn't that long ago. But there's a lot of things that I've gained personally from this solitude and discipline. I've gained more discipline. I have a nice routine. I actually did a whole mile today at this here park. I didn't run the whole thing. My left ankle has been kind of bothering me. I should have put my ankle wrap on and I didn't. But I walked briskly for over a mile, and I'm going to do that every day. The exercise has been saving me, really. Eating better. I'm cooking a lot. I'm doing a lot of keto things because my daughter and her husband are they're on restrictive diets, and I should be too. I'm trying to avoid wheats. Trying to cut back on carbs, but not completely. Anyway, I have a little Dash waffle maker that I've been making truffles on, and I've gotten really good at those. And then I ordered one that just came today, same brand, Dash, mini griddle. So I made keto hamburger buns, and they were really good, out of almond flour, eggs, and cheese, and some spices. And I had a keto cheeseburger for lunch. And then I try to stop eating like at 5. Today was 5:30 because it's Sunday, it's my feast day. So I've gotten a lot more discipline in my life, which is something I've been working on in my blog for 4 years now. And I'm okay with the solitude. I'm an introvert by nature. I love people, but I like time alone. So I'm okay, Interesting, though, this pandemic, because the numbers are still rising. They keep talking about us reaching our peak, but here in Oregon and Washington, they're not going to totally open up our state until there are no cases for like a week. And in Oregon, there were 4 new deaths in a day, and in Washington, 11 new deaths. So I shouldn't say no new cases. I think it's the no new deaths. I'm still learning. I'm watching a lot and being aware, but I'm not really afraid. I mean, I have gotten this far in life, and there's a lot of good to be thankful for. But I am watching the numbers because they're still going up. Globally, we're almost at 3 million cases, and there's 206,000 deaths. The United States has almost 1 million cases, 987,000, and 55,000 deaths. Washington, 13,000 cases, 749 deaths. Oregon, 2,311 cases, 91 deaths. So, it's still there, and they're still learning new things about the virus, and we're still learning new things about each other. I heard a really interesting talk on public radio today about masks, and this is just what I said about a week ago or more. When we go out in public, we should all wear masks. I'm not wearing one at the park. There are more people here than usual, but they're really spaced far apart, and social distancing, you should be at least 6 feet apart. And someone was saying earlier it should be at least 10 feet, and I am at least that from everyone here. But when I go into the store, I've been to the store a couple times, I always wear my mask. And there is this stigma. If you are in a crowd and there's only like 1 or 2 people wearing masks, it seems odd. They seem odd. But if you all are wearing them, then the person that's not wearing the mask seems odd. You know, it's group mentality. And we support each other by agreeing to all wear masks. It will probably do a little bit of good. It might not completely prevent the spread. I think the social distance and washing the hands is the most important. But if we all wore them, it would be like we were doing this great community support and saying we care, we don't want to spread germs. And so anyway, that's my thought. And I was glad to hear that other people are thinking the same thing. So I think when they finally do open up our states, that there will probably be a facial covering requirement. So, bank robbers will love that. But, so life is good. I'm excited. I'm getting more students, and I'm working on making my studio even more attractive and workable. I'm learning a lot from my high school and middle school students. They're great. And, my scripture. I'm still studying the Bible. My scripture for today, all of Psalm 86. Nahum 3, I actually didn't single out a certain passage, or just the whole chapter. And Luke 20, 27 through 46. And what else? Oh, I had a really nice talk with my son. He has discovered classic country music. In particular, he likes the steel slides pedal guitar, which is that guitar that is like on a tabletop. It almost looks like a keyboard, but it's a guitar, and it's got this twangy sound. You have picks on one finger, and the other hand does a slide, and then you have pedals. Alan Jackson is really big on the pedal guitar. So is Vince Gill, and a lot of the old classic country stars. And I love this sound, and I was really excited that my son was interested in that, because as a piano teacher, I always wanted my kids to love music. And you know, your own children are hardest to teach. And they do. My kids love music, but I'm especially excited about my son to have an interest in an instrument that it was all his own idea, and he discovered it on his own. So I've been listening to classic country. I did that when I ran this morning. I didn't really run. I mostly walked, but it was over a mile. I'm really, really proud of myself. And I think I've walked, again, close to a mile today, and I didn't even track it. But when I do my journalism, my daughter calls it, when I walk and talk to you, I'm not exercising. I'm just kind of meandering and trying to avoid people. But you know what? I've done that my whole life. So I'm good. Me and the pandemic, we get along just fine. Except for I'm really sorry that people are sick and dying. So everyone's still in my prayers. I'm praying for you, praying for the world, and praying for this transition. We shall see what happens. So I wish you many blessings and health, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Zita signing out.